Well, good morning and welcome in, National Soccer League fans, to our first game of 6 on this wonderful Saturday in September here. Fall season is upon us, cooler temperatures, and an early kickoff here for the Conductors in Atlanta, Georgia. And what a way to start our action-packed Saturday here on the network with the top 3 teams all playing one after another in quick succession, with a chance for each of them to vie for the top spot. The Conductors up first with a win here in extra time or better. They will go top of the table, and then the Wyvern Riders, who currently sit above them by 1 point in first, will have a chance to answer, followed by the Manticores right after that, who are level with the Conductors as it stands. 12 points, 11 points, and 11 points. What a start to the season these teams are having. Conductors can hardly believe their eyes for a team that has never had a winning season in their history. They are 3-2 to start the year, or 4-1 to start the year, and looking to again potentially go to the top of the table for the first time in club history. Currently sitting in third. Here is their starting lineup. The bad news for them: another injury after losing both Cole Bowers and Sergei Kalashnikov last week. They lose Isaiah Reed to an ankle injury. Thankfully, nothing super long term, but Lorenzo Decker is into the side today, so their depth really being tested at the moment. As for the Banshees, it has been a very even-keeled start to the season, if not a bit seesaw-like. It's win-loss, win-loss, win for them, and trying to make it 2 wins in a row for the first time this season, as they sit currently at 11th place. A win here actually brings them all the way up to second place, though, for the time being, so they are right in the thick of it. Just goes to show how congested the top of that table is. So a big point jump is there for the taking for one of these two teams, and we'll have to see which side can impress in our first game of 6 on the Saturday in the National Soccer League Network. The Conductors, the home side, ready to kick us off live here in Atlanta, Georgia, and we are live. Yeah. Damn. Here's Manny Ricker in the lineup again for the second straight week. After Sergei Kalashnikov's injury, it was a double from captain Matthew Hummel, who doesn't score often, playing in a more defensive role in his later years of his career, but 2 big goals were enough to get his side a 2-1 win over the struggling Orcas. Show earlier this week with another loss as Guzman is tested early, but Tarosian is alert to the danger and comes out to collect it. A big part of the Conductors' turnaround has been the bolstering of this back line. Compliments to Miguel Varela, the second overall pick on the ball here from last year's draft, and they've added to that defensive depth with another selection in the top 3. Patrick Schinkel, who is plying his trade on the left side of the defense now, has been excellent. See how the backup brigade can do in terms of offensive firepower. Down their top 2 strikers now, and here goes Callum Tanner for the Banshees in behind. 1 man to beat, and Jose Luis Montes straight down the throat of Tarosian. Comfortable save in the end for the goalkeeper. Good break for the Banshees, though. All that praising of the Conductors back line, they still are a work in progress. Again, very young and a lot of learning to be done. Guzman is the longest tenured player in the back line. Jose Luis Montes is in his first year at the club. Shakily done, but well controlled in the end of the back, and Blaze did well to win it, and it's Tanner now. Kieran Moore, always looking to pass, even in these kind of situations, and Abraham has it. Kieran Moore does get a shot, but blocked by Guzman, who's giving it away again. 2 bad clearances from him. Oh, Woods. Blaze on the turn. Trying to get behind Schinkel, who shields it out. Brilliant defending from the 18-year-old. Goal kick now, but so far the Banshees having the better of the chances through the first 12 minutes or so. Conductors haven't really had any meaningful possession in this one. On the back foot so far, but goals conceded, and again struggling to hold the ball up. Usually with 2 big bodies, this long ball strategy works well with Kalashnikov and Reed holding it up, but with Decker and Ricker both undersized at the position, they are struggling to retain the ball getting forward. And now they've got to defend again. Tanner, there's opening for Blaze here. What do you do with it? Varela and Schinkel again on hand to dispose. They're trying to play it out. That's a nice ball for Ricker, who sends it forward to Willie, who's in space here behind Ulrich Jensen, and he's balled it with his hand. What a pick! Great break, thrown away by Willie. Just couldn't get the ball to settle down. Banshees' backline is a little bit banged up as well. No Michael Carrington for the second straight game. He's expected to be out until after the Week 8 bye. And Ulrich Jensen is holding down the fort at the back for him in the meantime. So far, so good for him. He's been impressive after being relegated to a bench role. There he is on the ball, trying to send it forward for Tanner. That's nice. This Straw, though, continues to impress. Both ends of the pitch and right on cue, giving it away. Cursing the commentator in full effect there. Here's Tanner. Got away from Barella. That takes some doing, and now there could be an opening in behind for Chris Kiwomia. A good strike when the game has its first corner. A big save by Edvard Torosian. This is better from the Banshees again. And denied by Torosian at an important time. Keep his side level at the moment. Bambiak to swing it in. It's a good ball towards Abraham, and Hummel was in there to head it away. Kiwomia, lovely control off of Hummel and out for another corner. Banshees are really pressuring high here. Kiwomia, two good chances. Oh, that's an absolutely clear as day penalty there. Off the hand of Hummel, not given. Guzman saying, remember, we bribed you, refs. Thank you for not calling that. Might be the only one they get away with. That was probably the most clear-cut handball I've ever seen, and it wasn't called. Wow. This league really is an absolute sham. Schinkel, the defender, now Decker has it. Trying to flex his pace, and there he goes. He is full of rapid running, and here he goes. Lorenzo Decker with not a lot of support ahead of him. He's happy to take on this Banshees back line, which is not the speediest. It's off to Montez. Trying to get it back. Well, defended by Ulrich Jensen again, who continues to impress back in the side. Bambiak to Blaze. Nice movement from the Banshees again, who are looking the more capable of the two sides at the moment. There goes a long ball for Diego Meleon, and Varela is on the way. Ricker, you want to hold that up. Eastwall. Nice change of pace there to get away from a man. Shakes one defender, then plays it in for Manny Ricker. Still Ricker here looking for a pass for Decker. Octave did well. And able to recover it for the Banshees. Now here comes Diego Meleon. Kiwomia. Blaze. Tanner looking long, testing Aaron Sauter with Jensen. Bambiak. Options here. Blaze in behind. Abraham is creeping to the back post. Abraham's in there, and Guzman, ignoring the advice of his keeper, able to kick it away. Bambiak and Jensen. Bambiak around. Was it off the arm? It surely was. Justice is served. The Conductors concede a penalty here. Miguel Varela, the guilty party. And Callum Tanner will have a chance here. The first one was bad. That was absolutely egregious. Well, he's been shaky from the spot, Callum Tanner. Not the most consistent of players, but he's got a chance here to silence the home crowd. Tanner with the right foot from 12 yards up against Torosian. And he scores! Coolly done from Callum. And the Banshees take the lead here. And they have been on the front foot. You have to say it has been coming for some time. Goal number 4 on the season for Callum Tanner. And that goal, for the time being, puts the Banshees into second place on the league table. A lot of games left to play, of course, in this week. It's an exquisite penalty from Tanner, though. Leaving it all out there and leaving no chance for Edvard Torosian. It's a goal that you have to say was probably deserved with the no call and the penalty moments ago from Hummel. That one does get called and is converted, and the Banshees have just been the better of the two sides so far. But still time left in the game as a whole in this first half. But the Conductors have got to try and figure out a better, more cohesive offensive plan. They've just been lopping it forward with no real purpose. Abraham. Into Tanner. It's opening up for the Banshees again here with Blaze, who's made Varela look quite a fool there. Guzman has a hack. Did enough to get it out of harm's way. Here's Remy Listral. Home crowd urging him to get something going here. Looked a little slow so far as Schinkel continues his run forward. Ricker. Back to Hummel. The spray went out wide for Aaron Stoddard. Nice ball. Stoddard has it. Cutting inside, looking for a teammate. Nice ball. Decker. Listral, heavy touch and pulled back by Kieran Moore. Good defending from him, and now we're going the other way with Kieran Moore. Tanner. Blaze. Pulled back for Kivolmia. Nice ball. Tanner opening up the space. Still Tanner. Abraham ahead of him. Montez and Varela in the way. That time, and Schinkel just hooks it clear. Conductors on the back foot still here. Going quickly to Bombiak. And here's Kieran Moore. Captain on the edge of the area. Shooting range for Tanner. And Blaze hits the top of the crossbar and out for a goal kick. What a strike from Blaze, who's yet to score this season. He's not had the best start to his campaign. So nearly there, gets the Banshees a second goal. That would have them in control of this match. They are still in the lead, but they would have liked that insurance policy. Conductors have got to figure out something here in this second half. Might see a debut of Konstantin Popov in the National Soccer League with how thin the depth has gotten. Another giveaway, easily given away by the Conductors. Bombiak on it for the Banshees, trying to grab a second goal before the half and assert their dominance in this one. Second goal will put them in second place, of course. Here's Tanner, giving away to Guzman, the defending from him. Ricker to Decker, it was overhit, and never had a chance. Here's Blaze. Banshees have dominated possession in this area of the field. Abraham to Kivolmia, opening up ahead of him. Bombiak with a dummy. Jensen to the byline. Whipping it in now, back post. Guzman's being tested here with Abraham. The header was soaring and all over the top of the goal. Final minute of added time in the first half. Conductors have yet to possess the ball in their opposition's box. They've yet to have a shot, let alone one on target. So they've got to figure out some ways to play as a team better getting forward. Not looking like the third place team in the league right now, looking more like third from the bottom. Here's Blaze, now trying to make it two. Schinkel got a touch, and Tarosian panicky punching in the air, and Tanner hits home into an empty net. Horrible from the Conductors in the back, and deservedly conceding again. Tanner with his second of the day and his fifth of the season, and the Banshees take a firm grip on this game. And the boos rain down in Terminal South. This game has gone south. Conductors have been woeful on the day so far. Well, it should be a routine save for Tarosian, but he chooses to punch, and then he comes clattering out. What is he doing there? And leaves Tanner with a free header into an empty net as he crumples his own defender there, and then it's just a goal gaping, and the header heads home. And the Banshees are up 2-0 on the stroke of halftime. Deservedly in the lead, and there is the referee's whistle for first half action. Conductors looking more like the Conductors of last season. They've got to improve in the second half if they want anything from this game. As it stands, the Banshees are in control, and Callum Tanner, a menace on the day, 2 goals from 2 shots. We'll be right back to bring you the second half of this contest in just a second on the National Soccer League Network. Welcome back, National Soccer League fans. The Conductors showing they are missing those key players on offense. Bowers, Kalashnikov, and Reed all out with injuries, and this second-rate team has not been getting it going. Decker with only 2 touches in that whole first half, and he has been hooked at the break. Decker off, and it is, as we expected, a National Soccer League debut for the Russian Konstantin Popov, who was impressive in his lone preseason debut game, scored in that outing. He is trying to joust with Kieran Moore, but instead it's back with Kieran Moore, who's had an imperious game in the middle of the park so far today. 2-0 lead to the Banshees as it stands. They're on the attack again here, but it's a bad foul from Michael Bombiak, and into the referee's book he goes. The screams of Montez on the ground in the background there. Oof, harrowing stuff. Hopefully not another injury. They really cannot afford that. Sweeping edge challenge there. Stoddard having words for his opposite number. It's good to see he's on his feet. First yellow card of the match. Have to see if the Conductors can try to get something going here. They just have not been able to possess the ball. They keep trying this long ball tactic that works so well with the 2 big strikers of Reed and Kalashnikov, but it's not working well at all. And it seems like they don't really have much of a plan B. That isn't going their way. It's better from Ricker. L'Histoire, who's been poor on the day so far, but he's found Hummel in behind here! And he's put it wide. A golden opportunity for the captain, wasted. And the boos rain down again from the Conductors fans. Their first shot of the day is a great opportunity and wasted by Hummel, just wide of the far post. He was the hero last week. You know how the old saying goes, you either die the hero or live long enough to become the villain, and it's been a very quick arc for him in that regard. Morella trying to control it. Abraham was there, and too casual again, giving away. Tanner to Bombiak. Tanner clipping it in for Abraham, who's free at the back post here with a chance for Kivomia. Rosian able to get hands to it just in time. He's had quite a few looks today. Chris Kivomia enjoying that freedom in the center of the park. They're save from Tarosian, trying to keep his side in it, but they've got to fashion some more chances getting forward. Here's Bombiak. Kivomia checks in short. He won't get it. Oh, he will get it. Kivomia, big touch and given away. Stoddard has it now. Trying to get going. Not a lot of people in the attack with him except Manuel Ricker. Right, he goes with options in the middle. Stoddard to Popov. Good footwork from him so far. Trying to break the line, and Octave with a last-ditch challenge. It has the Banshees fans in off their feet, and the Conductors home fans booing. They wanted a penalty there as Octave was in their eyes deeming to use excessive force to win that ball. As Popov brushed past three players like they weren't there. That was nearly an exciting run for the rookie. And now we're going the other way with Kivomia. Montez back and able to deal with it. Schinkel. More from Hummel. That's a terrible pass. No need to rush it there. Now it could cost them as Tanner goes for it. Tarosian saves. Montez and Coast scrambling at the back. Here's Guzman. Flip it out wide now towards Willie, who's been a non-factor in this game. Substitution now again. Stoddard's day is done, and Aguirre making his way onto the pitch. And for the Banshees, first change of the day, Omari Sefu comes on to replace the much-improved Ulrich Jensen. Clean sheet still intact on the day. Schinkel throwing in towards L'Histoire. Surely off the arm of Kivomia. Another no call from the referee there. At least it's going both ways. Tanner to Sefu out wide, fresh on the bench. Sefu swung in and Morella away. Back with Omari Sefu quickly. Bombiak might have a go from here. Abraham's in space. Tanner lays for his first of the season. Guzman went for the pass instead. Should have gone for goal. Now he does. And saved by Tarosian. Sitting long, the Conductors running out of time here if they want anything from this game. Octave and Popov, another great battle won by Zeb Octave. Abraham trying to get the game goal that would kill the game off as Guzman, another big block from him. Strong goes wide to Aguirre. Line to Jose Luis Montes for Manny Ricker. Popov. Nice ball to L'Histoire. Still Remy L'Histoire here. Octave. No call from the referee. Ricker. Popov and they got in each other's way there. Greedy play from L'Histoire. Took it off his own teammate and gave it away. And the frustration continues to grow here. Frustrating afternoon for the Conductors fans and players alike. A chance to go top the table once again proves too much for a team as they are crumbling here in front of the home crowd. And they could concede again with Tanner in behind. Varela gets a toe in. Still alive here with Tanner in the box. Bombiak. Kivomia. Even more. Kivomia might have a go! And saved by Tarosian again. He's done his part today at the back, but another chance for Kivomia, who's been just aching to get a goal. Denied again. Got a substitution now. Let's see who's coming on for who. Rahan's day is done. Armstrong coming on to replace him for the Banshees, trying to freshen it up at the point of attack, maybe to get the game's goal that would finish them off. Second change of the day for each team already in the books. Tanner's header comes in to Rosie and nearly bobbled it. Montes having some real trouble communicating at the back today so far. Another poor ball. Conductors give the ball away again. Their possession has been poorly retained today. Here's Armstrong off the bench. Tanner from range and wasn't far away, but Rosie never really in trouble as it was always rising. I don't mind too much Callum Tanner. He's gotten his 2 goals. A right-footed shot and a header was going for the left foot there for the perfect hat trick. It goes again from Tarosian. The Conductors have only managed 1 shot all day. It was off target. So looks like DeMusk might get a free clean sheet here in which he doesn't have to make a single save. Good ball in. Guzman, acrobatic clearance. Incredible athleticism there. Still with the Banshees here with more. Tanner, Blaze is in behind. Blaze with the bicycle kick attempt, and Guzman got in the way again. Pop off to Willie. Trying to get forward, but Leon is running with him stride for stride. Willie, back to Schinkel. It's now or never for the Conductors if they want to get back in this game. Nice little 1-2 with Schinkel and Willie. Up towards Manny Ricker, Redan away. They keep trying that aerial ball, and it just hasn't been working today. Willie, good turn there for Ricker. Popov gonna let flip. Oh! Wrong side of the net. Looked like it had nestled into the top corner. Oh my goodness. Off the back stick instead and into the opposite side of the goal. It was nearly a wonderful strike from Popov, who really did pop one off there. That was the chance to get them back in it. They needed that one to fall. Final change of the day for the Banshees. Kieran Moore, the captain, is off. What a shift he's put in today. Vidaro Moylan's comes on to try and tidy things up in the 10 minutes that remain. 2-0 lead still intact as it were in the first half. Conductors have been frustrated today. First match of their season where they have failed to score. Banshees with another clean sheet to their name. Second of the season for Coupe de Musk. Much improved after only keeping 1 all of last season. Armstrong. Wide to Leon, encouraged to get forward. Banshees are not lying down here. They want another goal. Bombia. Blaze. Armstrong has options in the center. Can he find one? Surely Tanner! Oh, it's a strange one, but it's into the net nonetheless. I don't know if that counts for a perfect hat trick, but it certainly wasn't with the head or the right foot. It might be the old sternum goal for Callum Tanner, and a hat trick nonetheless for him. Well, Tarosian makes an amazing save here, and it just bounces off him in a strange way. On the rebound, boom, boom. It's off the left foot. It's a perfect hat trick for Callum Tanner. Unbelievable. One of the stranger finishes you'll ever see, but he won't care. It's 3-0. The Banshees have gotten the job done here today. Oh, sweet. Well, the second place they go for the time being. What a result this is. Leon and the Banshees smelling blood in the water. They're still charging forward. They don't care at all. Swung in towards Bombiak. Header on target. Tarosian able to corral it. Conductors hoping this is just a blip in the road. It's been a far cry from their performances so far this season. And looking more like this concerning team that we saw last year more often than not. But let's get a look now at their notable missing players. Kalashnikov's still out for the next couple games. Isaiah Reed not expected to be back until after the Week 8 bye in early October. And the good news is Cole Bowers was questionable for this one, was deemed not quite fit to go at the 11th hour, a healthy scratch, or rather an unhealthy scratch. So he should be back rather soon, and so too Kalashnikov, so that should help offensively, which is where the struggles have been, but today the defense has been poor as well. Into added time now. The referee has added 6 minutes, so still a chance for maybe one more goal. Either way, it won't change the outcome of this match. It's been decided by the Banshees for some time. 3-0 in the lead now, adding to their impressive first half performance and looking to keep a clean sheet to boot for the second time this season. Draw out wide towards Ricker. Willie snaps it through to Schinkel. Schinkel to Willie. Return. Hummel was at the back post. Octave has been excellent today. Another goal-saving challenge there from him. Not his first as well. Sefu trying to carry forward for the Banshees. Now everyone just settling down, succumbing to the result one way or another, as this game has been in hand for quite some time now. Waiting for the final whistle in our final minute of added time. Banshees still getting forward. They've boosted their scoring stats in the season. Armstrong trying to turn away, still battling, and that will do it for our first game of this Saturday Soccer Showdown. The Banshees crushing the Conductors at home 3-0. An embarrassing performance by the hosts here, as they miss out on a chance to go top of the table. The Wyvern Riders and the Main Sports will have a chance to repeat that feat in the 2 games to follow in a short while after the highlights and stats from this one. Calvin Tanner, the hat-trick hero, back after a short break with your National Soccer League Network news. What?